Hello YouTube, we're back on Farming Simulator, number 19 this is, and now that I've had time to put a bit of effort into it, I've got a mid-range setup just for basic farming. The forestry side of things I'll talk about as well for a mid-range once you've got established, but for basic farming this is an awesome setup. I've got my final harvester. There is a bigger harvester than this, but its only real advantage is in storage capacity. There's a cheaper harvester which has a wider working width, but it has considerably less storage capacity, so you'd 6.5 dozen of the other as to which one you get. But this, well, I bought it mainly because it's got a nice finish, shall we say. And it's no slouch. I've got the engine upgrade which cost 50 grand. We'll see it in action soon. You'll notice in the top right I've got the time ticking along at minutes every half a second, which is 120 times speed. I think that's right. So the crop I've just planted should grow pretty soon and I can get harvesting it again. I should have more money, but I've been doing the missions, and contrary to what I initially thought, they appear to be buggy as hell, or maybe I'm not just don't understand the system well enough, but I've had to cancel missions because I couldn't complete them and lost a lot of money doing that. I don't know whether it is a genuine bug or something I was doing wrong. It is possible to steal the crops and sell them at the place you're not, sell them at anywhere but the place you're supposed to drop them basically, and I don't know whether that had something to do with it. I didn't do that the first time. I couldn't complete the mission though. I don't know, it's weird. I don't understand it. But that's just the harvesting missions. The other missions like fertilising and sowing, they seem to work fine. I haven't tried the transport missions yet. I haven't got a vehicle to do them in. The truck I've got is the biggest truck. But the question is which trailer to buy. Because there is a bigger trailer than this, but the bigger trailer, well, not only can you dual link them, I'm not sure, I haven't bought two of them to try that out yet, but not only can you dual link the bigger trailer, but unfortunately that one can only transport grain. I'll show you in the shop. There it is, the Wilson trailer. Whereas the one I've got is just to the left of it, 2 grand cheaper. And if you look down at the bottom line, do you see the row of symbols? That's the difference in different types of things it can carry. I think that one can pretty much transport anything. So I've bought one of them. It made sense. The tractor I've now got is the Case IH, not 2 as I thought it was. The logo is deceptive. The Case IH 380 CVX Magnum? Is it a Magnum? Let me have a look. Definitely a large tractor. Yeah, the Magnum. The biggest tractor Case do that isn't that thing. That'll be the last one I buy. That'll be the last tractor I need. I may end up buying some others just for flavour when I've got more money than, you know, industries to expand into. I was going to buy that one, but I had just enough money for that instead. You can't see very well because it hasn't got side lights, but it's got like a half track. I'll drive it forward a bit. Very cool half track which cost 25 grand. And that is pulling my Amazon Condor. Now I didn't know this, but the Amazon Condor fertilises as well as sows the field with your chosen crop. So that gets rid of one job for you. So I sold the slurry tanker and I sold the tractor that I needed to pull that. And I bought myself one of these monsters. That is the manure spreader ultimate. I don't know if there are any bigger ones. If there are bigger manure spreaders, then they should be downloadable content at least. That's got different steering modes. If I toggle the steering mode to crab steering right, and then try and drive forward in a straight line. Oh no, that was in the way. You notice it goes to one side. I don't know what that's for. But it could be handy in a tight spot. Disappointing horn. How's that crop doing? Nearly there. The harvester, in case you're interested, is an Agco Ideal, and with the engine upgrade, puts out 647 horsepower, which is impressive. Like I said, the only bigger one is this one, which does 790 horsepower. But I don't really like the look of it. I might get one just for bragging rights to say I've got the biggest one in the game when I've got a use for an extra harvester. Ah yes, forestry. Basically, once you've got one of these two and a small tractor to carry the planter and the stump remover, all you need then to be the ultimate forestry king is one of these two. As you can see, it's got a crane on the back, and it's just for transporting the logs. But the crane is what you're paying for really, because you could use that crane to funnel logs into the buildable wood chipper and sell stuff directly to the sawmill without actually having to transport them to the sawmill. But for me, that's part of the fun. So I'll be selling the logs raw and not chipping them. The only other thing left to try for me is, well, I'll need a low loader at some point. Not a low loader, a wheel loader or telehandler. I prefer the telehandlers because they're more stable. And you put a pallet fork on it and you can use them for the delivery missions and stuff like that. I'm probably going to get that one. Yeah, that looks nice. When I can afford it, I'll get that. What else am I going to need? Anything else? No, I don't think so.